Video editing software is a little bit more complex than some of the other softwares we have seen so far. But with some experimentation and practice, you should be able to manage quite well. There are quite a few video editing software outside. Some are paid. The paid ones can be quite expensive, anywhere from 15,000 to 25,000 rupees per license. But these are all quite sophisticated, yet they are quite user friendly as well. The free and open source software, they also provide a good amount of functionality, but their user friendliness is a little bit lacking compared to the paid software. But since they are free, we will have to put up with a little bit of inconvenience. Among the free software, we explored a few, of which OpenShot seems to be the simplest of the lot, so that is what we will cover. This OpenShot actually works on all platforms, Windows, Linux as well as Mac. However, all the demos that are part of this video, I have done it in Windows, but the user interface is the same. So whatever I cover here should apply across all the platforms. So here is an outline of what we will cover. Video editing software can be used for movie making, gaming and so on, but we as teachers would like to use it for editing our recorded lectures, and there is typically certain functionality which we often desire. So we will cover predominantly that functionality which is more useful to us as teachers. So we'll start out with how do you create a new project, how do you add videos to the project and save this project. Often in a given video, we may want to trim some portion of the video. How do we do this? As you must have seen in some of my other videos, I have added text to the videos. This was done during the editing phase because I missed to explain some point while recording. I may also want to hide some portion of the video because something which I didn't want to reveal got exposed. Sometimes when we record, our voice could be very feeble, in which case we may want to boost up the volume. How to do that, we will see. I mentioned earlier also that some of the videos produced with, for example, PowerPoint may be very large in size. How do you compress videos? This compression is part of exporting the videos into the right format. So we will cover that. OBS as such produces decent sized videos. This may not need compression, but in any event, if you feel the video sizes are large after the recording, you can use OpenShot to reduce their size. So let's start out with how to create a new project, how to save the project, how to open an existing project. And once you have a project, you can add multiple videos to this project and arrange them in the timeline. How to do that? All this, by the way, is reference for you. I will cover this as part of the demo, so I won't get into it in details here. So let's see the demo for all this. I have opened OpenShot and this is how the screen looks. I'm going to start out with creating a new project. This is because we need to save while we are editing the given videos. Editing is a time consuming task. It is also CPU intensive, so sometimes it can even crash. So save is very important. To save, you first need to create a project. So for that, I'm clicking on File. I'm clicking on New Project. All this does is it's going to create a new project. Now within this project, I may have a bunch of videos that I want them to be part of this project. So I need to add those videos into these project files. So these are the project files. Here is where I'm going to add those videos. To add those videos, you can drag and drop them into this window here, or you can click here and select the videos. So I have a bunch of videos which I have selected. I can select more than one video and I'm clicking open. So the 3 videos have shown up here. As I mentioned, you can also drag and drop them into this black window. Now that I have moved these videos, now is a good time to save the project. So let's do that. I'm repeating again, save the project often by pressing Ctrl S. I'm now using the UI by clicking on File, Save Project. This is the shortcut for it, Ctrl S. So I'm doing that. It's asking where to save the project. I'm going to save it under Documents. And this is saved as a .osp project. This is a demo project of OpenShot. I'm saving it. Okay. Now I need to get these videos ready for editing. For that I need to move these videos into the timeline. As you can see, this is a timeline. It starts from 0 seconds and it goes on. And you can also see there are something called many tracks, track 5, track 4, so on. The purpose of the tracks is to overlay elements on top of each other. I will explain it shortly. Normally we don't need so many tracks, so I'm going to remove some tracks just because they are too distracting. To remove a track, you just select a track, right click it and say remove track. I'm doing this. I'm just going to retain only 2 tracks, track 1 and track 2. Now I am going to start adding my videos to the timeline. So I'm going to select my first video. I'm going to click and I'm going to say add to timeline. So when I do this, this window pops up. It asks you where to start. Because the timeline is currently at 0, it is telling at 0. It'll also say which track to add. I would like to add it to track 1. And this one is of, others are all not important for us. So let's just keep it as is. And I'm going to press OK. As you can see, it has added the video, this video here. Let me now introduce you to the zoom function in OpenShot, that is this white button here. Now this video is of certain length. It is extending way beyond this timeline and I need to get a sense of how long it is. So this is a zoom in. So here currently it is showing intervals of 15 seconds. As you can see, this is 0, this is 15 seconds, 30 seconds, 45 seconds. I can do this. It will show intervals of 20 seconds. So let me go show intervals of 60 seconds. So this is 1 minute, 2 minutes, 3 minutes. So this video is about 7 minutes. Now let me talk about this blue slider. This blue slider lets you move across your video. Okay. So I'm putting the slider back to 0. So I've noticed that I have only moved one video. Sometimes when you are doing lectures, you may have to merge multiple videos. We will see how to do that. And here is a preview button for whatever I have put on the timeline. If I press on this play, it is now going to start moving. The timeline is moving.
Open your slides in
So as you can see, it is even the blue slider is moving.
all you need to do
Time is moving, blue slider is moving.
of the file.
Now let me add my second video because I want to merge multiple videos. If you don't have multiple videos, you can ignore this step. So for that, I'm going to move my blue slider to the very end. Okay, so I'm putting it at the very end. Now I'm going to select my second video and again I'm right clicking it and saying add to timeline. So this thing is ending at 4:38 seconds. That is roughly 7 minutes plus. This also I want to add on track 1 and I'm clicking OK. So as you can see, let me zoom in. It added the second video and now my time, it's this both together is around 16 minutes. What I'm going to show now is what do these tracks mean. So I'm going to take my blue slider again to the beginning. As you can see, it is at 0 seconds. Someone was asking me if they could record their face through mobile and then insert it as part of their other videos that are captured through OBS. So if something like that was there, think of this video as something captured through mobile and you want to add it in some corner. So let's see how to do that. This video also I'm adding to timeline. Again, I want to add it at the very beginning, and this time I'm going to choose track 2. Okay, and I'm going to press OK. This video unfortunately is very small, so let's zoom in more. So this is the video. This video is only about less than a minute, but that's okay to demo what I have in mind. Now this video, if I start playing, in fact you will see two videos. This second video, this video kem.mp4 that I have added is covering up my previous video. That is the purpose of tracks. Tracks are, think of it as layers of paper. Whatever is on track 1 is the first layer. On track 2, if I add something, that is going to cover what is on the first layer. Then what is the purpose? The purpose is you don't want it to cover fully. You want it in a corner so that both show. So for that, I need to adjust the size. So for this, let me do the following. I'm going to select this clip, the kem.mp4, and I'm going to click on this transform. Now when I click on this transform, you can see that now some blue buttons have appeared in the border and there is a central circle. I can now drag it however I want, and I can use the central circle to position it where I want. Okay, now my track 1 video is showing. Track 2 video is also showing in one corner. Notice that the track 1 portion is being covered by this track 2. So you should definitely ensure that nothing of importance is there in this corner, because track 2 is going to cover that portion. Now again, let's play and see how it is going to look. So as you can see, this also has audio, this also has audios, so both are kind of going to overlap. So you need to ensure whenever you do this overlay, you have to be very careful so that they don't interfere with each other. Ideally, this track 2 kem.mp4 should not have any audio. It should just capture your face and it is in some corner while you are explaining your videos. So let me now remove this track 2 because as we edit, it is going to interfere. Often you don't really overlay videos like this. I just showed it as a demo of how one can put a mobile recording as part of your videos. So I'm going to delete this and again going back to timeline 0. So this is more or less the preparation for you to get started with other editing. So again, reiterating what we have done so far. So we have created a project, added some videos as part of our project, and moved these videos onto the timeline one after the other and merged them. Now we are ready to do some editing, for example, like trimming and so on for these videos.